According to many people on the internet. Not the Scott Mendelson, the critics and SDWs. Alita's scores are fudged because they're gonna say, "Oh, well, IMDb it's only 7.4." Even normal people are saying they're fudged. Normal people are saying they're fudged on Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, this is the world we live in. Okay, I won't be surprised if Alita's score on IMDb is lowered because IMDb is a SDW website. Is willing to remove reviews for certain movies because mostly conservatives. Let's look at the Cortez movie that came out. I know. Let's look at the score for Knock Down the House, the Cortez movie that has a way lower score on every other website. IMDb is actually worse than Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, 6.8. Okay, probably because a bunch of liberals from California. It did drop down from a 7.0 review. I'm gonna give it a score. It absolutely deserves a 1 out of 10 because it doesn't deserve higher than a 0. But they don't give movies a 0. Um, if you try to write a review on that movie, and if it's a conservative review, is they're not gonna approve it because on IMDb they have to approve your review. Okay, because most of these liberals go to movie giving them zeros, 1, 10 to tens, kind of like Captain Marvel and The Last Jedi, but a much lower. Okay, The Last Jedi is in Captain Marvel and Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters actually has a pretty bad score, but 7.4. There's a Chinese website that has the same score, but on the Chinese website there's like a way much more reviews on there. Okay, much more reviews. Okay, and people in China have very different opinions than us. They gave on that website. They also gave Ready Player One an 8.7 out of 10, like that. Ready Player One an 8.7 out of 10. Okay, but if you look at everywhere else, Read About Angel on Google 4.7. Amazon they have the reviews combined. On Amazon, a bunch of Alita haters came on when the Blu-ray came out and started making sure the movie got worse reviews. It still is over 4. It's still higher than Captain Marvel, and Man Back International and the one. And I don't know if it's higher than the one I can't remake, but 4.7 on Google. 95% of people like the movie, which is higher um than Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, on Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score for Read About Angel is 93%. It used to be 94%, but on Google, 95% of people, which is around the same, on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes, 93%. Here, 93%. Okay, how is this fudged? It's the same thing on Google, 95%. If you look at Captain Marvel, I bet the score is much lower on Captain Marvel. Because you can either like or dislike a movie. Captain Marvel is 37%. Google is it's much more different. Anyone with a Google account can like or dislike a movie. It's percentage of people who like the movie. Mostly people who liked action movies probably give Captain Marvel good reviews. But IMDb it's 7.0 out of 10. Won't be surprised if they use the same tactics on Rotten Tomatoes to make Captain Marvel's reviews seem higher. Seem like people actually like the movie. To make sure. The Last Jedi. 70% here is even lower. But again, IMDb. Because I won't be surprised on Google. Millions of people were on here and gave it a like or a dislike. Which anybody can do that. Anybody can like or dislike the movie. Okay, audience reviews is no. Yeah, okay. Anybody can like or dislike a movie, okay? And we don't know the percentage of people who liked or disliked the movie, but The Last Jedi is considered really bad. Or you got one of the worst movies, Dragon Ball Evolution. Dragon Ball Evolution, even Dragon Ball Evolution has the same score on IMDb because this movie is just completely trash, okay? When people say adaptations are trash, it's always because this movie exists, okay? This movie is a disgrace to all anime adaptations, okay? And some people are actually comparing Alita Battle Angel to Dragon Ball Evolution. Just because it's an anime adaptation, okay? There's a reason why there are not many anime manga adaptations, because this movie was so garbage, okay? Okay, but you can see here, Alita Battle Angel, saying another manga-based movie, 95% of people, okay? Endgame, probably be the same. Endgame is 96% of people, and overall, Endgame score is really, really high on there. But on Rotten Tomatoes, no, look at Metacritic, Endgame is here. Of course, Alita Battle Angel's score actually dropped by 1 point, but still 8.6, which is 1 point higher than the highest Marvel movie of all time. Used to be 8.7. This is not even a review, okay? This is probably why we about, because there's a bunch of trolls that will go on here and give Alita Battle Angel 0 out of 10. I'm not gonna buy the PS4, the Call of Duty on the PS4. Okay, negative reviews. Some of these reviews are just obviously STW trolls giving them 0s out of 10s. Like the one guy who said Booksmart was a much better movie. Booksmart, a movie that no one's buying. Like this review. This is not a review. Or this is a troll review, okay? This is not a good review. That there's always those this guy's obviously a troll. See, but you can see around the Blu-ray time came out, there are reviews like this that are coming out. These are troll reviews, giving Alita Battle Angel bad reviews to make Alita's scores even worse than they are. Not even giving a reason to hate the movie. But everywhere, Blu-ray.com. You can look at, because Amazon combines all the reviews for all of them. Alita Battle Angel has very high score on here. It has 8.0, 8.0, which is much higher than the movie scores on here. This is doesn't for the Blu-ray. So conclusion: Alita Battle Angels reviews are not fudged. Same thing with Captain Marvel or The Last Jedi. People just didn't like those two movies, and people liked Alita Battle Angels. But the critics still never listen. They're gonna say it's because of racism, sexism, and wokeness. But Alita Battle Angels reviews are not fudged at all. Not. Okay. You can't fudge review. You can't. Thousands of people can't watch a movie and give it a 10. Okay. And they're not fudging it, saying how great it is. Okay. And the average reviews for Alitas, excluding the trolls, is probably around 9 out of 10. Of course, the critics is much lower. There's numbers you could put reviews for. And on the numbers, Alita Battle Angel is still trending. Okay. Endgame is the only other movie that came out before July. Before July, because Endgame is the highest grossing movie of the year. I don't care about Frozen 2, okay? Frozen 2 is garbage, okay? The first movie was garbage, not seeing the second movie, not giving money to Disney, not giving money to Frozen. I hate Frozen, never will like it. But Alita Battle Angel is still trendy on here either, no, on here as well. I can see if they updated the Blu-ray charts. Alita Battle Angel is 15 on Blu-ray of the month, no, not of the month, the year. Um, and on Blu-ray, they haven't updated for a week afterwards. But Alita Angel is currently selling though selling better than Shazam. Um, Now it's the only movie that had a small drop. The only other movies that kind of not had a small drop was Batman Huss, which came out a week before Endgame, and The Curse of Warner, which also came out a week before Endgame, and Dumbo and Aquaman, which have been out for weeks already, especially Aquaman, which has been out since March, and Dumbo, which came out at the same time as Captain Marvel. And of course, The Curse of Warner, which came out a week before Endgame, and How to Train Your Dragon, which was out since May. So, out of the movies in the last 2 months, the only movies that got a boost, the only movie that got a boost was Hellboy. But that's because it was competing with Endgame. So, but Captain Marvel went down 61%. Shazam went down 73%. And Infinity War went down 48%. And all the other MC movies went off the list. Goodbye.